Hey guys, what's going on? It's your number one teenage commentator, Silent Skill here, and oh my gosh, I haven't made a video in like 2 weeks, and that's probably the longest in a long time. So, like I say in just about every single video now, I'm super sorry for not making videos, I guess. I just haven't. When I say I actually haven't had time, it's because I really haven't, and you know, things have just been hectic here. You know, I wake up at 2 o'clock, noon or something like that, and then we're doing something, and then we get home and friends want to play and stuff, and so I'm on vacation, and you gotta give me a break. But when I get home, uploads should be back to normal like every other day or so. So yeah, but anyway. Today's video is about, like, the most awkward moment ever, okay? So I don't know what I'm going to title this video, kind of like always, but this is going to be my most, like, probably awkward moment. I don't know how to fit that in a title, though. So anyway, okay, so you guys all know the church camp I go to. I've talked about it in about, like, 4 videos now. It's real popular on this channel. That was the place where I saw the naked girl and everything. But the very next year, which was this year that I went, is when this happened. So this was my first year going to the high school retreat, okay? So this was my first year of high school this year. I'm going to be in 10th grade now. I'm in 10th grade now. But this was my first year of high school, and so I'm going in. And it's a brand new trip. It's at a brand new place. Tons of new people, all high schoolers, all my age. But one thing I will say is I was probably, like, no joke, in the top 5 tallest kids there. Probably even like top 3 or something. I don't know why, but everyone was so short. And I kid you not, I was probably like the tallest person there. Like, no joke whatsoever. I was probably the tallest person there. So I went there, and I was going with a few of my friends. I'm not going to mention any names or anything, but they also go to my church. And so it was like just a few high schoolers. All of them except for 2 were older than me. And so yeah, it was like 9 of us, 10 of us, something like it might have. Heck, it might have even been like 15 or something of us guys, and we went to this lodge, okay? So when you go there, there's like worship, there's hanging out, there's playing games, there's stuff like that, and then you have your lodge, and you can go to this lodge at any time, and this is where you sleep, and each room has about like 12 beds, 13 beds or something, so only like 1 or 2 people. I think one person actually only slept on the floor, and that was one of my youth leaders. Really cool guy, still the youth leader. I really like him. But there was also another youth leader who slept in the top bunk of another bed. So these were bunks, you know, 2 beds stacked on top of each other. And so one night what happened is I think it was actually the second night we were there, or it might have been the first. No, it was the first, because then the next day stuff was happening. Okay, so it was the first night we were there, and I went to, there was this little corner in the back of the room. I wish I could show a picture or something, but there's this little corner in the back of the room, and there was 4 beds there, 4 bunk beds, well, a total of 4 beds, 2 bunk beds, and that's where all the guys were hanging out, like the older guys talking, and a lot of my friends in the group were some of the older guys. So I went over there to start talking, and I sat on one of the beds with one of my friends. And so we were all talking, and you know, this was the first year everyone was kind of mature. We were all mature guys. It was high school, and we started talking about like girls and stuff, like everything like that. And then we got into like who we've had sex with and stuff like that, who we've lost our virginities to. So we went around the room, and you know, we were doing that, and then later on we talked about like who was best and who was worst to do it with and that type of thing. So it was really weird and awkward. I had no stories because I still haven't lost my virginity. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, you guys already knew that, but and that is by choice. Okay, like actually is by choice. But so yeah, because I could have easily done it multiple times. I'm not saying I'm a player or a pimp, but I'm just saying I could have. But anyway, okay. So we're in that room, and we're talking for maybe like 2 or 3 hours, just talking about all this guy stuff. And then after, my friend says, oh yeah, that, like, I think he said something about this one girl being like super duper ugly or something, and then like them doing it, or something like that. It was really weird. And sorry if the audio just cut out. I'm on a new laptop and it has issues running this, but so yeah, right as he says that, my youth leader just stands up. Okay, he's like, he just lifts up out of his bed. He was on the top bunk of one of the beds, and he just lifts up and looks at us, and he's like, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. We're on a church retreat. I can't believe you're talking about all that stuff. I don't even want to take you next year. And so we're just sitting there like, oh my gosh, did that really just happen? And so I'm just sitting in the top bunk of this one bed, and I'm just sitting there all awkwardly trying to keep my head down, because I was one of the people that was talking about all this stuff. And so I felt horrible, and the rest of the trip was just awful. And that youth leader told all the other youth leaders, and it was really awkward. In the ride home in the car was super awkward, and it was all around awkward. But we had a lot of fun regardless, and he had told all the other youth leaders, and the youth leaders had talked to this one kid about the virginity thing, and it was kind of funny, but at the same time I felt bad, and he was giving us dirty looks the rest of the time and everything like that. So I felt disappointed, I felt bad, and yeah, so moral of the story, don't talk about that stuff at a youth retreat. So yeah, has anything like this happened to you guys? Have you guys been caught doing something bad, at church, a church retreat, something like that? Anyways, tell me about that in the comments, and I'm sorry about the audio cutting out. I don't know why it does that. So hit that like button. Sorry for the lack of videos, just been on vacation, not a lot of time, that type of thing. So yeah, but anyway guys, that's it for today. I will talk to you later, and peace to the outro. Yeah.